Hey, good morning, everybody. We're at the Indiana State Library with Justin Clark, whose title I'll never remember, but say it.
Digital Initiatives Director.
Now, you used to be at
the State Archives,
where you dealt with the media.
Yeah.
And you were trying to get away from people like me.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Yep.
How did you mess that up?
I don't know.
Okay. So, just to review for folks, this is a picture you showed me. It is about 120, 25 years old.
Yep.
We want to preserve it.
Yep.
What did you do in the last segment? You put it in here, you scanned it.
Yep, I put it here and I scanned it, and then we pulled up a high-quality preservation-style image of it here in the computer. What I'll do from there is I will save it, and then I will later upload it to our what we call content management system.
Right.
Put all the metadata, which is essentially data about the image,
right,
along with it, and then we put it online on Indiana memory for people to access for free.
And in a future segment this morning, we'll show how it appears there or how other images appear there.
Absolutely.
So my question is, this is relatively small.
Yes, it is.
Supposing you want to do a newspaper.
That's a great question.
Funny I should ask that.
Right,
All
absolutely.
Right, show it.
So for the bigger stuff, we have a larger, what's called a book eye scanner for newspapers. And we do newspapers a couple different ways, either with microfilm or we do it here on our big bed scanner. And it has two different platforms to sort of adjust depending on the levels that we need. So if it's a book, then you might have a gutter or something like that. If it's a larger book, that a shadow would make it difficult to read the stuff in the text. But with newspapers, this is perfect. We put it on here. We do a full scan. Those images are then given metadata information about the newspapers, and those are uploaded to Hoosier State Chronicles, which is our statewide digital newspaper program, and that is also freely available.
Okay, so again, I asked you this in the previous segment, but I really need to understand this.
Yeah.
You could find a box with 500 of these.
Yep.
You're not going to digitize 500. Are you going to make some decisions about what you should keep and what is not necessary to keep?
Yes, and a lot of times that's basically decided upon whether there's the resources to do it, labor or money.
Right.
It's also determined if we've already done it, whether it's worthwhile to do. Sometimes newspapers back then may have been weeklies. They didn't have a lot to say.
Right.
That was most of it was like national news, so why would you need it? So yeah, we do make a lot of determinations based on the type of content.
So if there was a story in a particular paper that you looked at that was about the Civil War or about a strike or something, that might influence you whether you wanted to save it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And especially the older the better, because this paper was not acid-free paper and it will deteriorate over time. So creating some kind of preservation, whether a microfilm or on digital images, is perfect because this stuff will eventually go away.
We're going to go downstairs in the next two segments. What will we see down there?
You're going to see our two platforms, Hoosier State Chronicles and Indiana Memory.
Which is a result of some of the work you do here.
Absolutely.
And what's archived.
Yep.
That's what we'll do in about an hour. Stay with us.